Hi, my name is Dana. I have been working with Coach Liz for just over 3 months. I am 40 years old and I'm down about 9 pounds. I found Coach Liz on Instagram. I had replied to one of her posts and she DM'd me, we were chatting, and I just got a really good feeling. She was asking me really poignant questions, just getting to like the root of what I am looking for on my fitness journey. It wasn't just like fluff questions, like she was really asking why now. I am a mom of 2 little girls, so ever since I had my youngest, who's about 3.5, I've just been on this like new mental journey along with fitness of just like reframing my goals and what I want for myself. I've always been a little bit overweight, even as a child, a young adult. I've always struggled with my weight and body image and confidence, and I really just wanted to focus on myself now that I'm done having kids, and feel like strong and confident again in my body, and maybe even for the first time ever, just feel healthy and fit and be a good example for my girls. But I was really having a hard time putting myself first and making that time for myself. I have knowledge of like food tracking and fitness. I've always like taken classes, I've been a member of a gym, worked with trainers before. I was really more into like HIIT classes and spinning and, yoga and stretching and that kind of stuff. But I always felt like the harder I worked, the more I sweat, the more I burned, that would be the only way that I would yield results. And working with Coach Liz, she's really just like, especially as a busy mom, working mom, this program has allowed me to work smarter and not harder. The food tracking, I always felt was a little bit daunting, and doing it really religiously for the last 3 months has allowed me to see that it allows me so much more flexibility instead of limitations. I've really enjoyed being creative with, I actually do love to cook, and I'm a foodie, which also, contributes to the extra pounds over the years. But I felt that it really has allowed me to be creative in the kitchen, understanding what fuels my body, and just like making sure I'm getting the right amount of foods. Like it's almost a little bit of a game, a challenge. I really enjoyed that part. The app that she uses is also really user-friendly. I'm not very tech savvy, so I have gotten the hang of it, but you're able to create recipes, you're able to just like copy from day to day if you tend to like use the same or make the same meals over and over. It's really user-friendly. Working with Coach Liz, she keeps me accountable. I like having someone to check in with daily. The reviews that she does of progress week to week is really awesome. It sheds a lot of light on trends and progress. And then also like the workouts that she provides, she really allows you to be as involved in like the creating the workouts, tweaking the workouts. If I have any issues with pain or questions about if I'm doing something right, I can send videos. She'll send videos back. Like we can FaceTime or get on a call. Like she's really, really accessible and available, which is also really nice. You don't feel like you're, it's so virtual. This is the first time I've ever done like a virtual or like remote trainer, which I had a little bit of concern about, but I honestly recommend it. It allows me to be on my own schedule, and it's really been really great. Another thing that I had a big hesitation about before starting this journey was using the scale and tracking my weight. That was something that we discussed on my onboarding, that I wasn't really sure how comfortable or if I would get in my head about weighing myself every day. And I kind of like tried to push myself and be out of my comfort zone and just track it every day and not really think too much about it, because it's really true that like the women's body is amazing and crazy, and just like, you know, you'd think after 40 years I would have had a better understanding of my cycle and my body and hormones, and it's really just shed a lot of light and understanding, and I'm using the scale more as a tool rather than just like getting down on myself in the mornings when I wasn't seeing a number that I was happy with. Although on this program it has been trending downward, so it is exciting to get on the scale in the mornings now. And I'd say that what I've gained from this, even in the short 3 months, is just like a newfound confidence in my body. Coach Liz is very uplifting and optimistic. She's a really good cheerleader. She'll answer the hard questions and kind of have you think about things and offer new perspective, or really make you think about why you're doing this for yourself and long-term goals. And really, it's really been an accessible and a good way to set myself up for success for the future. I feel like I'm really getting a good routine down and something that's sustainable. I've seen already in the 3 months, not just like losing the pounds, but I'm definitely losing inches and gaining definition. And that's just something I thought my body wasn't ever going to be capable of. So if you're thinking about signing on with her, I really urge you to consider it. It's been a huge benefit to my life, and I really, you know, like I'd say I wish I did it sooner, but I truly think this was like the right time for me to do it. And I'm just thrilled with the progress.